Hello everyone, I am Renowned Zero, and today we're going to be talking about Sonic Frontiers director addressing the lukewarm reviews and overall criticism of the game, and it definitely deserves that criticism because it's definitely not the best Sonic game. It's not the worst Sonic game, but it definitely could be vastly improved as far as the 3D experience. I am enjoying the open world as I am playing Sonic Frontiers over on Twitch, at twitch.tv/renowned030. Same name as my YouTube channel if you want to come hang out. I usually live around 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, and you can hang out and talk while I play some Sonic Frontiers. So we're going to jump into this article from Bounding into Comics. But before we get started, be sure to hit that like button if you do like the video, comment below about what you think about all this, and subscribe for more content, and let's jump into it. Sonic Frontiers director addresses lukewarm reviews and overall criticism. We would take this seriously as a global playtest. As they should, because the open world itself is really nice looking. It's very nice to run around as Sonic in the open world. It's a pretty decently sized open world. I'm still playing through it. There's probably more to the world than where I'm at now. So we're going to see how far it goes. I'm hoping to do a review on the game eventually on the channel. So look forward to that. Sonic Frontiers director Morio Hishimoto has addressed the game's lukewarm reception and claiming that feedback has been noted and stating the developers will take this seriously as a global playtest. My feedback really is that if they increase the enemy variation, like change up the enemy variation in some way, expand the skill tree, make it easier to level up your different attributes like your attack, your defense, your speed, your ring capacity, make it easier to acquire materials to do all that, that would vastly improve it very much. Speaking on Twitter, Director Kishimoto stated, "Sorry, we have been so busy since the launch day that we have not been able to contact you. I am relieved to hear that the release day has come and gone and that it has reached you all safely." Quote, "We have checked the critics and your opinions." I believe they should just listen to the opinions of the players, not really the critics, because most of them are just paid shows, paid for access, and just want to keep on having access to review copies and stuff. As you have pointed out, there are still areas where we are not up to scratch, Kishimoto admitted, and we will take this seriously as a global playtest. You can see the tweet here, translated from Google from Japanese. Kishimoto may be referencing how Sonic Frontiers has been received. Error here. Open Critics cites an average critic score of 73 out of 100, with 57% of them recommending it. Metacritic's user reviews are more positive, however, the average working out to 8.25 out of 10 across all platforms. Nonetheless, both critics and fans mention texture and asset pop-in. The asset pop-in is extremely noticeable as you're playing the game, and that's a huge problem. Some minor bugs, and the controls in the cyberspace stages feeling off. Ironically, while some players said they didn't like the open world handling being used in cyberspace, others felt that it was different and wished it did handle like the open world. Yes, because like I said, the open world feels very nice, feels very open, like an area that Sonic can easily explore using his speed. The grinding section areas are very nice to get around the map and to collect stuff. It's real fun. While the performance of the PC version of Sonic Frontiers may vary depending on a player's setup, a lack of graphical options was criticized. The Nintendo Switch version also made sacrifices, as Nintendo Switch release games usually do. In his analysis of the game, Digital Foundry's John Lyman asserted, "In this case, where you play Sonic Frontiers matters a whole lot. The experience can range from sublime to the Switch. On Nintendo's hybrid console, the game runs at 720p resolution and 30 FPS or less when docked. 480p in handheld mode, has less detailed textures, less graphical assets such as grass and water ripple effects. There's also no global illumination in cyberspace, limited to monochrome in the open world. No motion blur despite there being an option, and worse pop-in and loading times." Loading times on the Series X are fantastic, by the way. So you can see the comparison between the Switch here and the Series X here. You can see there's more detail in the grass here, in the mountains here, and there's more assets in the shot here compared to the Switch. Despite this, Lyman opened most of these downgrades are kind of expected. I think it's just the nature of playing the game like this on the Switch, and despite all these issues, it is technically still playable, I suppose. Which, by the way, it already went on sale for both the Switch and the PS4 and PS5 for $39 physically. That gameplay seems to have given Sonic Frontiers and arguably the franchise a much-needed tailwind. SteamDB, a third-party website that tracks Steam's database and their games. Notes the new Sega title saw a peak of 19,181 concurrent players a day after launch. Launch day saw Twitch viewers peak at 80,266. This notably dwarfed Sonic Mania's record of 11,937 concurrent players, currently still holding the record as the highest rated Sonic game in 20 years. The outcome is a far cry from how fans took Sonic Frontiers initially, as early footage was plagued with pop-in, dull colors, and animation bugs. Fans even begged for the game to be delayed, while IGN insisted what they showed early in June was actually an early build of the game. Now, I do believe that they can take the assets, they can take the idea of an open-world Sonic game and improve on it, like I already said. Skill point, skill tree expanded, open world a little bit bigger, better ways to gain experience and ways you level up your attack, defense, speed, ring capacity, such and such. Better enemy variations can help. The music was still great. I think the cyberspace levels were more akin to like a 2D Sonic, and I thought they were pretty good. They were kind of short in my opinion for the most part. And again, the open world is very nice. It feels very good for an area that Sonic would want to run around in. And when you run around in a Sonic, you feel like you are Sonic the Hedgehog when you're running around in the area. So I think if they do these couple of things, maybe change the story up a little bit, make the story more understandable, I think you could possibly have something here. Bring back that kind of Sonic Adventure-esque type of game, but with the open world. And he does actually Sonic does actually mention the Mystic Ruins in the game a little. It's not really a big spoiler, but he does mention the Mystic Ruins, which is from the first Sonic Adventure. I would have to say the voice acting isn't very great. I think Roger Craig Smith could have done a better job as Sonic, and I think all the other voices could have been a lot better. Like, he sounds kind of older. He sounds very raspy at times. I think Roger Craig Smith could definitely do a better job as Sonic, but he's supposed to still sound like a kiddie kind of upbeat type of character, and it's more like a darker kind of not interested in what he's doing kind of voice. So if all those things can be improved, I think we could have something here, and I think we could have something akin to something very close to a Sonic Adventure experience. But these are my thoughts for now. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to hit the like button. Comment below what you think about all this. Subscribe for more content. If you do, hit that notification bell and set the notifications to all. That way you get a notification every time I post a new video. And I will see you all on the next one. Peace.